Yes, I like gangbangs. I like being manhandled by several different men at once. If you want to call it being ran, you call it whatever the fuck you want. I'm sexually liberated. And I'm a
I like it.
goddess and I deserve to have hands all over my body.
I
Right.
like it.
I deserve to be worshipped. Like, why not? I deserve that attention.
For sure.
It's the Date Master, and we're back again. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you come in, you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I drop a video. It's normally going to be every day. Some going to be in the morning, some will be in the evening, just depending on my schedule. But here we have another case of sexual liberation. Let's take a look at this video where the woman makes this not so shocking confession. As I've told you guys in previous videos, polyamory is on the rise. See, you must understand, anytime momentum shifts to a different movement, a different mindset, you start seeing the trickle down effects, you're going to see spawns of solutions, if that makes sense. Meaning you're going to have adverse movements to counteract the initial. So let's take, for instance, the red pill movement, where men are MGTOW, etc., on down under this umbrella. They're walking away from long-term relationships, marriage, etc., etc. Okay, focusing on themselves, dating, passport bros, whatever the case may be. So the climate is going to naturally adapt to that to try to sustain itself, no matter if it's chaotic. It's just like a house being built on a faulty foundation, or a old house, and it has had its time and it is crumbling, depending on the materials that were used to create it or build it. So you're seeing these women confess that they want to be ran, and she's speaking from a sense that she thinks she's the dominant one. She's the one in control because she's getting this quote unquote attention from these men. But she must understand that it is the opposite. See, women control sex indirectly and directly, after and beforehand. During sex, the man is normally in control, especially if she's seeking the dominant or the well-endowed men, which is more likely what she's doing. This is why this woman is making this confession. See, women have been exposed to variety. Excuse me. So I would say that they have a variety complex because there's too many options. The same thing that has been going on with men from the beginning. We've always wanted the variety. Women have evolved into spaces that has conditioned them to also want the same thing. Hence why she chases the same success as you do. Hence why she gets into the same business and job fields that you do. Just take a look at your local UPS and FedEx drivers, even your truckers. You have a large influx of women. You see, so that's why I say women want you to be the chick. So when you try to go to pleasing in this fashion, now, if that's your thing, okay, but you got to ask, what type of men want to be in a room with other men pleasing one woman? So now it's going to be a fight for dominance. It's going to be a lot of confusion in this scenario after the fact. See, hoes never win. There's all of these narratives and surface level examples that are really not what they look like. So you have people praising the Diddy and I think her name's Carisha, the city girl chick. Diddy, what, like 53, she's like in her 20s. Now they're praising this and giving this all praise, but if it was an average Joe, it'll be deemed as predatory, seeing that he's old enough to be her father. You see, they pick and choose the things because they know Diddy has a amount of money. You see women leading and prefacing any post with he has money, so he can do that. You see, so women have been, again, corrupted. It's too much variety. They have been conditioned to act, behave, think as men. But again, this woman seems to be in her mid, maybe late 20s. You have to ask yourself, at what was the origin of this? Where does this extreme level of sexual liberation come from? In my opinion, I would say it would come from trauma or abandonment issues from father. So I behave in a manner to spite him. So I will make sure he is not proud of me. I'm going to fail on purpose. It sounds crazy when you listen to this, but just think about it. Just think about the behavior that women, show and display. Just think about the mental capacity for a woman that'll put a full pink wig on, extra eyelashes, nails to where she really can't wipe her ass. Think about the mentality or the mindset that a woman will go to do this, and do this 4 to 5 days a week. Just think about that. So don't rule out the mindset that a woman would intentionally fail and become undesired or deemed as dirty on purpose to spite her father that was nothing to her. Shit gets deep. So we have the sexual liberation movement, the slut walk. They use these women as pawns. Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Those are the faces of black women. Black women aspire for their look, the lifestyle. This is why you see so many fake knockoff versions of these very same women. But you do have women that are choosing, do they want good dick that does not come with commitment, that does not come with, the security in a lot of cases for as far as monogamy is concerned. If she was to understand that this guy is going to have multiple women in that may work for him, but not so more for her if she has the complex that she's the prize, especially after she has been quote unquote ran. It's a wrap. But this is to show you how easily we are fooled. In a lot of cases, the political agendas, they target women. Most ads target women. I think 86% of all ad marketing is catered to touch and reach women, because women are the spenders. They respond on emotion, colors, fonts, images, etc. This is how they have been corrupted. Too many images, too many ideals. You have the city girl telling you, hey, you can do this and get money. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to this guy that you really not interested in and get money from him. Then you have the other women saying, well, no, you need to, be loyal or, build with him, do this. This is how you get a good man, etc. Then you have the just do what you want, polyamory, open relationships. You have too many ideas being exchanged at once. So this is what brings a woman to say she wants to be ran by multiple men simultaneously. And she bears to say this on camera. Show me a woman with no shame, I'll show you a bitch. A woman with no shame, it's a rap. Same as a man with no shame. You have to, if you're going to do something, stand on it, own it, but don't try to cover it up or make it appear that you're not that in which you truly are. But think no one knows. So women are straying away as well from the monogamy in their splendor because they have these options to do these things. But like I always say, the chickens always come home to roost. The tables always turn. If you're down, if you're going through whatever, them tables always turn. I promise you that. So you just have to be patient. Watch the calamity from a distance. Do not get too close. Wear your protective gear at all times. But this is for the ladies. You hoes never win. It looks like that when you see, Cardi B with Offset and all of this. You still, you got the rumors. You got to go on social media to clean up any spill that gets on your relationship's brand. You got to tell the world that my baby, my husband don't have another girl pregnant. Y'all crazy. Like, what? So these women have fooled you. Hoes never win. Look at all these beautiful single women that were once the shit. Now that they still have a good look for the age, but they're not the shit. You got a lot of women thinking they're the shit, and they're not. They're not even the fart. This is self-delusion. You have to talk yourself up to make people try to buy into it. Let me tell myself I'm a king and queen so people will see me as that, but that is in the behavior and the pretty much the pre-packaging. You're gonna show up. No matter what you try to dress up, any enhancements is still gonna show you. Those enhancements, they work a lot in some cases. Some cases they work a little bit. It's depending on who's looking, who's appraising. So you mean you have to be appraisers. You have to find out certain things. But nowadays, again, I made a promise to myself to no longer attempt to please women because women cannot be pleased. If you notice, I can bet you anytime that you went out your way to please a woman in an extra, let's say extra credit work in a sense, that situation always went south. When you had the dominant role where it was strictly about you, that situation went great. Even if it ended, because in most cases, all good things will come to an end at some point, depending on the people. In most cases, you must know this. This is how you, myself, and many others have had multiple relationships. Some the same, some different, but multiple. It didn't work because people are going into these scenarios with the wrong mindset. No plan, no direction, no discipline, no durability, no loyalty. Because of option overload, the variety complex is too many. I need to try this, that, and the third. And women will ultimately ruin themselves because they think they can do it because men do it. They've been programmed, and it's their parents' fault. And they should address their parents for corrupting them and making them unmarriageable, if that's a word. I think it is. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.